What's good, y'all? Thanks for tuning back in to Air Trafficking, and this is my weekly sneaker rotation, episode 10, of course. And this episode is a little bit different. I had a subscriber kind of suggest to me that I should, do a theme or something like that for the weekly sneaker rotation. Well, that subscriber's name is Julian Anaya. Shout out to him. He suggested that I do all basketball shoes, all Jordans, or all shoes that are basically the same color. So of course I took the easy way out and chose all Jordans. Also stay tuned to the end of the video because I'm going to start doing a sneaker channel feature for all of those that show love, share my videos, and leave comments down below. I definitely appreciate you guys, and maybe it'll be a way for those who like watching sneaker videos like myself to find other channels who have great content as well. But with that being said, go ahead and hit the thumbs up and let's go ahead and get into it. So for Monday, I pulled out the Jordan 9 Barons. The shoe basically pays homage to when Michael Jordan retired from basketball the first time, and he decided that basically he was going to go and try to pursue his dream of playing baseball. During that short period of time, he played for the Birmingham Barons, which basically was a team that was an affiliate of the Chicago White Sox. Michael actually didn't even play basketball in the Jordan 9, which is probably why a lot of people don't necessarily like the Jordan 9. Me personally, I think it's a very clean shoe. It does kind of have a boot feel to it, but I kind of like that about it. You can't go wrong with this colorway in my opinion, and I'm really feeling the fact they put his baseball number 45 on the back, as I thought it was a nice change. On Tuesday, I threw on the Jordan 7 Barcelona Knights. When we first saw images of this sneaker, a lot of us mistook it for the Marvin the Martian 7s, which at the time the Marvin the Martian images had not yet released. We knew it was coming. We kind of just all assumed that this was the shoe that they were giving us. As we would all find out later on, we were all wrong. Putting the two head to head, I would have to say the Barcelona Knights is a much nicer shoe, although I do like the entire leather upper on the Marvin the Martian. Now for Wednesday, my brother flew back into town from Virginia again. And of course, as always, when he comes to town, we had a little get together. So I decided to throw on the Jordan 3 Fears. But after filling out the raffles for the Jordan 12 French Blues, I scooped them up from the airport. We headed out to a crab spot close by, got about 10 pounds of crab legs, sat back, played a couple cards, threw back a couple cold ones, and just cooled it for the rest of the day. For Thursday, I threw on the Jordan 10 Dornbecker. Such a dope shoe. In my opinion, it is so slept on. This shoe was designed by Daniel Pena, whose illness was hemophilia. And I just think that he did an awesome job with the shoe, from the red and black colorway down to the camo printed upper with the 3M effect. It was also the first time that we've seen a translucent sole on the Jordan 10. Of course, now we got the OVOs. Around the collar of the shoe, it almost appears like blood splatter, of course relating to this illness. And I mean, just overall, with so many dope features and the concept of the shoe, I just think it's top notch, and I'm glad to have it in the collection. For Friday, I threw in a Jordan 5 Pre-Great. And as much as I love the Jordan 5 silhouette, I gotta admit to you guys, this was pretty much an impulse buy. I got it for a great price, but I kind of go back and forth on whether I want to keep it or I want to get rid of it. I just can't make up my mind. It just seems hard to find things to match with it. I mean, like I said, I did get a good deal on it, but at this point in time, not really sure if I'm gonna be keeping it. On Saturday, I pulled out the Air Jordan 3 Lab 5 in the Gamma colorway. If I'm not mistaken, this was our first introduction to the Lab series, which basically takes features from two different silhouettes and integrates them into one shoe. This one, of course, being the elephant print from the Jordan 3 and the Jordan 5 silhouette. When I saw images of this sneaker at first, I just had to have it. It's definitely a unique shoe, but overall, I think the concept is dope. I definitely avoided disaster at work on Saturday, as I dropped a whole cup of coffee on the floor. And I don't know how it did not get on my sneakers, but I'm definitely thankful because it's a very dope shoe in my opinion. Not to mention, it's in that Jordan 5 silhouette that I love. Lastly, on Sunday, I pulled out a definite classic, the Jordan 4 White Cement. Of course, this is this year's model. So happy to finally get some nice weather where I could break these out. In my opinion, you definitely can't go wrong with the colorway. It's simple, but it still has some flair to it. For the most part, I was really pleased with this release. The only thing that I wish they would have done to enhance the shoe is basically just give us a higher grade of leather. I know that these are going to end up creasing, which is why I had to double up on another pair. But in my eyes, even with the leather quality being what it is, these still are a must in the collection. Alright guys, well that wraps it up for week number 10 of my weekly sneaker rotation. Big shout out again to Julie and Anaya for this week's rotation theme. Make sure you guys subscribe if you're not already. Be sure to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at the name you see on the screen at this time. Share the video as always and hit the thumbs up. And keep it locked to Air Trafficking for more weekly sneaker rotations just like this one. Until next time, I'm taking off.